Männer, es war ein langer Krieg. Es war ein harter Krieg. Ihr habt tapfer und stolz für euer Vaterland gekämpft. Seid eine besondere Truppe, die ineinander...
Hey everyone, this is the Hydra Hut. I'm going to try a car video a la DMC and the rest of the guys. So, let's talk about Ragman number 4. This is by Fawkes, Miranda, and Cruz. It's got a pretty sweet cover. This is In a House of Madness, Trapped. So, I hope everybody's been reading this because Ragman's a solid comic. I know a lot of people have been saying it's like Ajin or Spawn or whatever. Doesn't matter. It's lit. You should check it out. In issue 3, they brought in Etrigan, and Etrigan decided to start training Ragman, show him how to use his powers, and of course, being a demon, Etrigan's got his own plans in mind. This was kind of funny. The way the comic pros are always so sketch about any sort of imagery that might have anything to do with racism, and then they throw on a double lightning bolt right on Ragman. Anyway, we can jump into the comic. So it pretty much starts off with Etrigan, and one really nice thing about Ray Fawkes is he has a good idea on how you're supposed to write Etrigan. His dialogue writing for him is perfect, and the artist did a fantastic job on him. And also, they put in a character like Etrigan. They make him a key role in the book, but Ragman, it's still Ragman's book. It's still very much about him. He does all the cool stuff. Etrigan is more like a really in-depth narrator through this. He's basically setting the scene as the book starts, kind of hinting that he has plans for Ragman. I don't actually know where they're supposed to be. Their city looks very much Tokyo-esque, especially with a lot of the imagery we see in the background that I'm going to try and point out as we go. Opens up to this amazing spread page of Ragman. And this is great. And we can see it's Ray Fawkes on writing, Inaki Miranda, the artist, and Ava Dela Cruz, the colorist. So as Ragman is fighting off these other demons from hell, his internal voices are basically debating with him about what he's become and what he's becoming under Etrigan's tutelage. They're warning him that Etrigan is a demon. Whatever he wants, it's obviously for selfish means. This isn't just for Ragman that they have... Well, okay. This isn't just for Rory, which is Ragman's name. Ragman finally starts to agree with them, realize he is kind of changing a little bit. So he finally questions Etrigan to ask why he was just watching and laughing and not helping at all in this fight. And then we can see one of the demons he was fighting started to get up. As it starts to run away, Etrigan blasts him with some flame and lectures them on possibly letting a demon escape to cause more damage. And then Rory's friends, who are trapped inside of him, there are basically our conscience throughout this book, start telling him that clearly the demon doesn't care about other people's safety. There's more to it than just this. Ragman agrees, tries to question him further, and we jump scenes to basically a little background on where these other demons are coming from. I'm just going to skip all the dialogue for the most part because I want people to actually buy this and read it. But look at this. Look at this art. This guy right here is the one that's basically responsible for sending all these demons after Rory. He sends this particular group to we think it's Rory's house, but we later find out it isn't. Just check out this art, though. I love the way they do the rain in these panels. It's very clearly rain. It's not overpowering. These demons look sick. The dialogue is basically just Etrigan explaining Rory's power and some small things. We get this awesome shot of Rory standing on top of a building, Etrigan beside him. And Etrigan is basically giving him a quick lecture on where his suit originates from. And then here's more of what I'm talking about with this town, looking like it might be Tokyo. I mean, apart from Big Bob's Zeppelin here. But look, we got this am I forgetting this type of theater? Kabuki theater guy here. We got what basically looks like freaking Ren from Ren and Stimpy. I don't know, this very much comes across to me as like Neo Tokyo. But anyway, we get a nice little information on the suit. It was originally summoned by Hell. It was used in the Crusades until an actual holy warrior sent it back, trapped it eternally. And then it ended up, again, with Rory. Look at these shots of Etrigan. It's fantastic. Etrigan decides to use the Demon's Eye to locate these guys that we saw earlier, and he realizes that they're all heading to Frank's house. Frank is one of the people who's basically dead and inside Rory's suit, one of his consciences, you could say. So Frank immediately starts freaking out, telling Rory he needs to go save his wife, Mandy, and his son, Frank Jr. The other consciences, or his friends, are basically going along with him, but they're a lot more level-headed than Frank is right now. Rory starts rushing, throwing down the power. We get some cool scenes of him blasting through town, and then we see Etrigan up in the still up on top of the city skyline. This is kind of cool. This is like the Flash jumping panels here, just as some background imagery. I don't know what this angel is supposed to be, but it looks like a hologram off the top of this building. Again, what I mean by like very future Japan, Tokyo kind of stuff. But everything's in English, so I don't know. Etrigan tackles Rory and tries to lecture him on rushing off too quickly, and that fear is the demon's tool. Rory doesn't care. He throws Etrigan away and rushes off, and then we get this nice little scene where Etrigan basically says, "Fear may well be theirs, but anger is mine," suggesting that he's purposely pissing Rory off to make him do what he wants to do and turn him how he wants to turn him. So once Rory reaches the house, goes inside, and we get this sweet big spread. Frank is desperately trying to get Rory to find his kid and his wife. The other guys are a lot more level-headed, but it's all just a big fight inside Rory's head. So he's trying to shut everybody up, and that's when he gets attacked. I'm going to kind of skip some of that. We see Etrigan outside the house, basically just rhyming and monologuing to himself about his plans. Back inside, Rory is getting the holy shit beat out of him, and he finally collects his thoughts, builds together his power, and starts devastating these demons. Skip this page as well, so that you got something to look at. After he's beat off... After he's killed like 5 of the 6 demons that are apparently in here, he's trying to hunt down that final one, and that's when he realizes that's when he hears something different, and he finds Mandy hiding in a corner. Now I think this is Frank's wife. As young as she is, though, she could be Frank's daughter. I'm not really sure, but anyway, he tells her that she's safe. He's going to stop the problems that are occurring. He asks where Frank Jr. is. Booty. And that's when she says that Frank Jr. was actually responsible for this, and she doesn't know why he did it, but he's definitely changed, and there's something different about him. And then, that's when we see Frank Jr. Next, Hearts and Minds. It's alright. Oh, you know what? So, they still have these primer pages for the Terrifics. I don't care about the Terrifics. I want primer pages for this, because this is going to be badass. Anyway, guys, highly recommend you check out Ragman if you're not already. If you are, good job. You got good taste. Hail Hydra, baby. Oh, also, hope you liked the car video. Sorry about the close-upness of the phone. I've been trying to get it to change the settings so it isn't so freaking zoomed in. But I'm a moron. So, again, Hail Hydra, baby. Y'all have a good one.